song on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fussing, mama, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He really helped drive them a week ago with a...
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be. Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 58 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Come on. We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago: 15 carries, 81 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
You talk about this Titan defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. McLeod to return it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Levis. short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Levis on third down. Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Running left, it's Henry. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Levis now off of play action. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He finds his target, Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Levis now on 1st and 10. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Smith and Jigba in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Levis. Allen's got it over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Levis back to throw. That is caught.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Cool playing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah. Cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That one's taken in by Spears.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Now, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Levis looking to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And Levis going back to the air. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Levis to throw it.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give Henry another shot. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's McLeod on the return. A beautiful fake. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. give to Henry. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and short. It's Levis.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Levis.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. It's Levis.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Henry again.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Derrick Henry. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans add 6 to their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes our score 17-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with.
But nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jordan Brooks in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Levis now on second down. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting...
And it's a Titans touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Check that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been in a real rut of late. And when you think about it, 4 picks last week. He's got another couple here in this first half. They'll try again here, first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights.